Salmon Salami joins us now. He's an educationist and turning attention now to the proposal to reorganize, if you will, public sector, including NECO, JAM. It just goes on. Morning, and thank you for coming on today.
Good morning, my brother Timberlake.
Well, a lot of people have spoken up about this matter. Well, some think, well, good idea, but cautious about it, while others think, no way, it's not a bad idea. Some think, well, look, let's wait and see what they come up with in detail. But this is aimed at reducing the cost of governance, but it will have an effect on the education sector. Anyway, whichever way they go about it. But that policy all by itself, you think it's a good one to reorganize JAM and NECO in that manner?
Clearly a very, very bad one.
Why?
Much as everybody agrees that there is the need to reduce the cost of governance, we must do it the right way. Education is one thing that you cannot afford to toy with. There are quite other areas that government should focus upon, not education, especially as it is tantamount to policy somersault. For God's sake, look at what happened in Makurdi the day before yesterday. The NANS Senate took a decision that if there is the need to reduce cost of governance, which they believe there is need to, but for God's sake, UTME or JAM and NECO should be spared. There are other drain pipes that the government should focus on. And of course, I want to believe that the Orosanye report, which asked government to rationalize and reduce the cost of governance, did not mention NECO or UTME. Why? Because they know very well. Orosanye, I know very well. Orosanye believes very much and fervently in education.
Are you saying that there can be no drain pipes in education sector?
There could be. There could be. What we are saying is that JAM is so sensitive, UTME, Unified Tertiary Matriculation Exam, is so sensitive and such an institution, education institution, that allows the children of common man access to university education. We are lucky. Since 2007 to 2011, you will discover that the man at the end of affairs there, Professor Dibo Jerindi, who I believe and I understand is very, very strict with funds management, has been managing the place very well. I wouldn't know whether you saw what Senator Chukwumerije did on Saturday. If you have not seen it, I want to believe that it should be in some of the papers that government should not toy with UTME and perhaps NECO.
What is so sensitive in JAM, UTME and NECO that government shouldn't toy with?
Well, the reason is simple. What is the alternative? Concessional exams, by which you mean students will now take forms to respective universities. If you want to go to University of Ibadan, all you need to do is take the form to University of Ibadan, take to Ilorin, take the forms of University of Ilorin, take the forms of other universities, because you may not get Ibadan. Let's assume that the form is 10,000. Then that means you have to pay about 40,000 for forms alone.
No, but
whereas
we're not sure that that's the way it's going to be.
No, that is how it's going to be. What is the alternative?
How do you know that that's how it's going to be?
No, you need to read what was said.
But they're all speculations. They haven't come up with a position.
Even this scrapping thing is speculative. All we are just saying is simple. That the government may do anything. Let them leave UTME and pass NECO alone. Because this is one of the best ways that the children of common man has been benefiting from government.
Okay, so assuming that, because right now what we have heard is that JAMB is going to be streamlined. They're not planning to scrap JAMB. So they're going to give it new functions, maybe regulatory functions. But some people have suggested that JAMB could still help in administering exams, in entrance exams to most universities. That role can still be reserved for JAMB in some way. So if we're able to tweak it in such a way that JAMB is still able to do this function so much so that students do not have to pay, fees to each university to get their forms, will that address the problem for you?
No, it will not address the problem. You see, conducting exams to the university is central to the work of UTME. What I think government should have done is to cancel or